Oh, maybe I should change the title here. Live stream. There we go. Alright. What's up, guys? I'm gonna play a little bit of Dead Cells. Probably just like, I think like a single run. Because a run can take probably like an hour and a half, I think. And I'm not gonna like do like speed run or anything. So with Rise of the Giant, they actually made some changes that like you know, it like rewards longer runs. So I'm gonna just take it slow and try and make a more enjoyable run. I am playing this game with mods, which is why you'll see some things that are not normal to the game. We're also doing a custom game. I'm just gonna show you my equipment here. Let's see. So the only weapon I run is magic missile because it's really fucking strong. Then we have the knockback shield because it's a tactic scaling shield, and then heavy turret and wave of denial. I feel like I'm missing something. I am missing something. Maybe it's not on the list. Oh, it's probably not on the list. Okay. Yeah, so I have one more ability that is added with a mod. So I don't think I can actually show that in the options. I don't have anything in here. I just have a default timer. Don't do any of this. Before we can start the run, we actually need to start a normal run. Because in order to activate mods, you need to go into let's see, gameplay, activate the mod interface, and then you need to first start up normal mode and then enable the ones you want. So Temporal Distortion is the ability that I'm adding via a mod. It's an ability that was removed because it was too overpowered. It does have some problems with it though, which I'll probably touch on as we play the game. Then I run different difficulty and more cells for longer runs. The 500 times cell drop multiplier is only when I don't want to spend like 2 hours farming just cells for costumes that I haven't unlocked. Alright, and then we just start it up like that. It's weird though, like to start it you have to press escape even though it says spacebar to confirm. A little bit strange. But yeah, so I'm playing the game with mods because I just got really tired and frustrated with the game beforehand. There were basically just like too many things that are bothering me. Right, and then we just quit and then go to the custom run. Okay. Whoops. I'm gonna try and beat +5, which is not something I've done before. I've been to the last boss once, and I've been to the Astrolab twice. And the Astrolab is the stage you can only go to on +5. I personally think like locking a boss and an entire room behind something you have to grind like hours and hours for is a little bit dumb. Like you have to do it on +5. Anyway, let's find a costume we need to wear, or we want to wear, I guess. Let's go all the way back to the start. Let's see. There's a lot of costumes. Classic, golden. I mean, I really do like the one I'm wearing right now. I really like the, let's see, the neon one. The neon one's pretty cool too. It looks kind of nice. Let's see. Maybe conjunctivitis. This one's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Actually, let's see, 2-4. I still need to kill the giant on +5 actually. Maybe we'll go through the cavern, kill the giant. Normally you would never want to do +5 cavern, but this is a modded run, so the game is a little bit more forgiving, which honestly, yeah, I think is pretty important. You can see most of the items I have are, or actually all the items that drop are going to be S rank because I've maxed out that thing. Yeah, so we just get, you know, +2 tactics always on the magic missile. The knockback shield will flip between tactics and support, but we got lucky and got 2 tactics on it as well. Basically, I stack tactics and try and also stack like a little bit of health, but not too much. I need to lower this down a bit. Maybe that's good. Ah, God. So one of the things that really bothers me about this game is the fact that it's... Oh, Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to talk while I play, which is hard. I need to get used to that again. But one of the things that I really don't like about the game is that it's a platformer with really bad platforming designs. Okay, so this is the ability I was talking about, slows time. But yeah, so like it's a platformer, but it has some features that are really bad. Like this, for example. Let's see if I can get close enough. The auto crawl, like I'm not pressing anything, I'm just jumping twice. The auto crawl will most of the time just screw you over. It's supposed to... Oh, I just walked into that and that. Cool. The auto crawl will mostly screw you over, even though it's supposed to help you. Like it's a thing where it's like, oh, I almost fell off this edge, but then because you have the auto crawl on, oh my God, I can't believe that still hit me. Yeah, see, we're taking a lot more damage than I wanted to. But yeah, so the auto crawl will most of the time just pull you up a ledge you don't want to go up to. And there's a lot of times where you'll crawl into a trap because the auto crawl makes you do it. And you can't do anything against that. Another thing that I really don't like about the platforming is the fact that in order to jump down, you have to first jump up, which is just kind of odd. Okay, so decent enough necklace. But yeah, so the ability here that we're running, let's see if that's, yeah, that's better. So it slows time for 3.5 seconds, and it has a damage reduced thing. It's not a lot, like they nerfed that really hard with, I think it was this patch or this update. Like, you know, it's quite a old update at this point, but yeah, they nerfed the what's it called? They nerfed the, God, there's so many enemies. They nerfed the damage reduction trait, which frost grenades and some shields, frostbow, this sort of thing. They used to have that. They don't anymore. And you know, that's like one of my problems with the game. Is like, you know, if you've ever played Dark Souls, you know that it's you know, it's obviously a hard game, but you know that you have a lot of ways that you can alleviate the difficulty, which this game used to have. That you could do, you know, damage reduction stuff, but it doesn't have that anymore because they've nerfed all those options. We've gotten the, if you look, you can't see it here, but if you look above my cell count, shit, there's a number, there's this like, what do you call it, like a devil horns hand gesture, and there's a number next to it, and that means how many enemies you've killed without getting hit. I've been doing everything that's not a necklace with tactics, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Even if it has better traits, we're really just mainly focusing on damage. You can see it's really easy to get hit. The first stage is really forgiving because of the mod I have on, but it'll get far worse later on. So we need to have damage to the point that we literally can't, like, you know, can't get hit before we kill something. Let's do that one. Oh, I want that. let's see, we almost have like 12 tactics on stage 1, which is pretty nuts. You can get a lot, but you also need that, and that's like one of the problems I have with +5 is that if you look at like playthroughs where people do it legit without modding it, like modding the difficulty and stuff like that, if you look at those kind of playthroughs, they're all running, you know, crazy like lopsided builds that only focus into damage, because if you get hit, it's game over no matter what. So it's not even like worth, you know, stacking into damage at that point, or health. I mean, toxic sewers or toxic 2ish. Do you want to go sewers or promenade? That's a good question. I want to go promenade. I think promenade is probably my favorite, favorite path to take, because you can go into the prison depths, which will extend the number of stages you can have by 1, because the prison depths is not actually a stage, or well, it is, but it's not like a legit stage, and you can only go through it through promenade. And it means you can get another stage than you normally would be able to. Let's see. Yeah, no, we want this one. The main focus here is damage, so we want to focus on upgrading our magic missiles first. That's just why I'm picking the weapon there. If there'd been a necklace with 2 tactics on it, we would have picked the necklace instead, because necklaces are a lot rarer. We're gonna go with Hunter's Instinct, and you'll see why in a moment. It's Hunter's Instinct is broken with the Temporal Distortion. Like by itself, the Temporal Distortion isn't really that strong. I mean, obviously it's strong that you can slow down time that much, like for 3.5 seconds. But you know, it wouldn't be that good if it wasn't for the fact that you can basically reduce the what's it called, the cooldown before it's done. Which if we find a big room, I can show you. Maybe like here. So like basically every time we get a kill, we take, like right now we take what, 1.6 seconds off the timer, and then you know you trigger it, go into a room with like 10 enemies, and then all of a sudden you can use the ability again. I'm gonna leave the food behind because if we get Malaise, we want to use that. It really doesn't matter if we, you know, if we use our potions, but I want to try not to use them. So the thing is, with the different difficulty mod that I have on, we get flask refills on every stage, which personally I think that's how the game is supposed to be played. The game designers disagree. Okay, ow. I should have used my ability as soon as I went down. That's kind of a messy room to get into there. Another thing that they added recently, which I'm not really a fan of, is the... we're gonna actually switch to this. A little bit more health. Is the fact that... what's the word I'm looking for here? That bosses now have like random abilities. Because some of the random abilities that they get will screw you over. And you get more bosses on higher difficulty runs, which makes higher difficulty runs even more difficult. And it's like one of those like unintentional changes that actually greatly increases the difficulty of the game. I think, at least. That they're the same. Okay. I will say though, I think it's good that they changed it so that you have 2 special gates. You have 2 special gates at the end of every stage, or most stages anyway, where one of them is like kill a certain number of enemies without getting hit. It's 60 enemies for all stages except the first one, and the prison depths doesn't have one of those gates. But then you also have a speedrun gate, and I think like that's like a lot better to have it that way. I shouldn't have activated it there, it was dumb. Okay, But yeah, so, you know, obviously this run, like, if you're someone who's completed the game on +5 and +4 and whatnot, you know, you'll look at a run like this and probably be disgusted. But I just feel like, for me, it's a single player game, and, you know, the mods are there to make the, you know, the overall experience more enjoyable. Which, you know, I was on the verge of basically just quitting the game because trying to beat +4 was just such a pain in the ass, and I knew that, you know, trying to beat the game on like the next difficulty would just be even worse. So that's why I'm modding it. It's for my own personal experience. And the thing is, like, you know, so there's the new stage, the Astrolabe. It's only accessible if you do +5, which it took me, let's see, can I pause the game real quick? It took me like 175 hours to get to that point, or at least that's how much time I've spent on the game so far. That's a long time, you know. So yeah, so the fact that I still had to grind like at least 30 hours more would just be, it would just kill the game for me, basically. We could go Wave of Denial, but I want to stick with the turret, simply just because I always do Wave of Denial, and I want to try with the turret. You can get more damage with the turret. Wave of Denial is really strong, but yeah, I don't know. I want to try the turret for once. Plus, we can do some crazy boss kills with the turret. Alright, there's the 60 kill without getting hit. Oh my god, can I jump, please? I'm also not a fan of the stun when you fall from a great height, because it takes too long to get out of the stun, and it just always screws you over. And the thing is, like, you have to do a... Ah, that jump he does. Come on. You have to do like a slam to avoid getting the stun when you fall from a great height. But they started making... Oh, well, they've always, I guess, made rooms where there's like spikes at the bottom of long corridors. So it's like they're training you to do this thing and then punishing you for doing it. So now it's like most corridors where it looks like there'll be spikes at the bottom, I'll like slide down the side instead of like just, you know, slamming straight down. I just need to... Okay. One very important thing on the magic missiles is the fact that we have the shots pierce first target. If you don't have that, yeah, it's not a very good weapon. Also, it says that it automatically targets the closest enemy, which isn't actually true. It targets the closest highest priority enemy, which means that if you've got the explodey birds... I just realized we didn't even sell one of these up here. But yeah, so if you've got the explodey birds coming at you, you will fire at them before firing at the closest target to you, which is... Yeah, it's just something to be aware of, because it will get you screwed otherwise. See, we only have 2 keys right now. Like, I'm sure the turret in there isn't going to be better than what I have, but I'm just going to sell it. Even though I don't really need the gold. You get, like, an insane amount of gold on +5. It's kind of ridiculous. But I think it's because you're not actually meant to kill everything. Like, it's actually meant to be probably so hard that you're not supposed to kill everything. At least that's what I think. Oh my god. Try to dodge. I don't know if you saw that, but if you dodge this way... Wait, what did I do? I feel like I dodged to the side and he crawled up instead. No, it doesn't matter. You can look it back on the tape. I swear he fucking auto-crawled up there. Also, these enemies are annoying. So, like, when you slow down time, some enemies will do something that makes them invulnerable. Like, that jump right there, you can't actually hit them. Oh, man, do you see that? So this is a new problem. You have your cursor available when you open up the scroll, and it picked the wrong fucking stat. So I just put 1 point into brutality, which I didn't mean to do. That's kind of dumb. That's another new feature that I don't like. I feel like most of this video so far is just me complaining about the game. Like, it's a really solid game, but I'm the kind of person that I play a game for a long enough period of time and I start to focus on the things that could be better. And this game has a lot of those kind of things. Like, it is a really solid game, but it also just has a ridiculous problem. Or problems, I should say. A lot of problems. I personally think that, like, they're catering a little bit too much to the players that want, like, a really hardcore game. Like, you know, by the fact that it's so incredibly difficult. And just keeps getting more and more ridiculously difficult. To the point that, like, even the best players who, like, will, you know, make videos of them beating the game with cursed swords and shit like that. Even those guys will, you know, will say, well, we don't go to this fucking stage because on +5 it's literally impossible or something like that. So, yeah. I definitely think the game has problems. Pierce all enemies is really nice, and it also has a arrow in front, which the arrow in front thing sometimes, like, adds like 5,000 extra damage per hit, which is really fucking nuts. I also wish, like, the DPS you see here is not actually true, because it's not including the stun target, it's not including the additional arrow. So I don't really know how it's like calculating the damage, because it seems to be the same for everything that's the same level. So, oh, okay, so that's cool. So another thing. I know, I'm just fucking, I'm never stopping my complaints apparently. But another thing that bothers me is that there's no consistency with the weapons. So, you know, I kind of assumed that my character would turn around and shoot the bird behind me, because you have some weapons like the Hayabusa gauntlets, which will face you towards the closest enemy, even if they're behind you. And then you have some weapons that don't do this. Like, this says automatically targets the closest enemy. It's not true. It's automatically targets the highest priority enemy in front of you. It is, like, you know, you can shoot straight up with this ability, but yeah, it's like, this description is wrong. it's not completely accurate. Let's see, we want to upgrade on the turret. The thing is, it doesn't really matter if we upgrade this. The stats don't get any better. And, like, this damage received reduction is really insignificant. Let's see. Does this have pierce target? It does, okay. Fire turret. This is a really nice combo, by the way. Shots leave a trail of fire, and then it increases the damage of itself. It's like a self-sustaining fucking engine or something. Right, there's the last key. It was over here. But yeah, like, so I think the game is really good. But, you know, if you're playing it and you feel like it gets, like, too difficult, you should have a look at the mods that are available on Steam. You know, there's a lot of them that are just like cosmetic stuff. But yeah, the ones that like change the difficulty and stuff like that, they're really, really nice, I think. Something also with the pierce target. So this says pierces all targets. It actually doesn't pierce targets that have a projective shield on them. Protective. Yeah, we want this one. It gives you gold as well as cells. That's pretty huge. I mean, we'll get to a point where we don't ever need gold, and we're technically already at that point. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We're going depths. That's right. I almost forgot. So the thing is, I'm gonna show you why depths is really nice if you're doing like, if you're doing a long run and you wanna try to beat, you know, some kind of difficulty. Depths is really, really nice. And the reason why is because if you look here, we can go through and we can hit ossuary right now. If we go to depths, we can go to ossuary from the depths. So you basically just add a stage, and the promenade is the only place you can do that. There is something later on, I think, it's something like you go to Sepulchre from, let me see, you go to Sepulchre from the Stilt Village, and then you can go to the graveyard from there, and that's also adding another stage, I think. Actually, no, that's wrong. That's actually not correct. Never mind. Because you're not actually adding another stage. You're just skipping 2 other stages. Anyway, it's wrong. This is the only place you can do it. It is weird though. Like, I don't get it. And the thing is, like, this game doesn't have a lot of stages. Like, really not a lot. So it's I don't know. It's weird that they would make the promenade like this much better than like going to the sewers, for example. Like, the sewers doesn't have an additional stage, so like you can't go to the prison depths from there. I don't really understand the decision, to be honest. Actually, I'm eating a little bit while I'm playing. I need to keep like refilling my energy because talking is very exhaustive. I mean, it's not really, but you know, trying to play while talking and stuff like that. I need some fucking energy. Alright, here come the worst fucking enemies in the game. I don't know why they thought these were good enemies. So you already have like the Inquisitor that can shoot through walls. Now you have these assholes who they can shoot through walls and they'll do it just like, they'll shoot like fucking 7 projectiles or something. I know, it's really ridiculous. So the trick is to have a shield and reflect it back. Because I have a tactics scaling shield, it does quite a lot of damage on reflect. Yeah, which is why I chose that. We could have gone with a different kind of shield, but it wouldn't scale with our main resource, which would make it kind of ineffectual as a, you know, as a shield, especially if you're parrying. Repairing. What's wrong with me? God, it's hard like fucking playing and commentating. I confuse myself even. Kudos to people who do it fucking all the time. Oh, Jesus. The main reason that I stream, to be honest, is so I can, you know, put up videos of games I would normally never post on my channel. And because, like, recently I haven't had, like, a lot of time to... I mean, that's a lie. I have had a lot of time. I haven't had a lot of motivation to just make normal videos. And, I mean, kind of, like, you know, the Elder Scrolls Online just kind of dies in its, a dungeon DLC, seasons, so... There hasn't been... Fuck, I hate that. There hasn't been, like, much to do in that game. Jesus. So this is another example of just how this game is just fucking stupid. This elite has the ability to spawn 2 things that make him fucking invulnerable. And then you have to kill those. It's like, what the heck? Who thought this was a good idea? And then, you know, you've got a guy that can shoot through walls above him. That's just cool. Alright, we have both keys already, that's good. I'm gonna miss the fact that the Wave of Denial ability that I normally run, it can actually push back like bombs and stuff, which is really useful. But the thing is, since we have a turret, we can get the support mutation, which increases our damage, and it's really strong. This one. This is a really useful thing. It leaves a toxic cloud with each hit, which just means we're gonna kill stuff faster. Let's do that one. You take minus 25% damage when you're near it. That's really, really strong. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to go with the turret. It has a lot better stats than the Wave of Denial, and Wave of Denial is kind of useless against bosses. It'll push them back a little bit, but that's about it. It never really does much damage. We haven't found any cursed chests yet, but maybe that's a good thing, because I distinctly remember last time I streamed this game that taking a cursed chest got me killed because I wasn't focusing. Something that's kind of weird on +5 as well is that you get a ton of these like gold stones that, well, yeah, they give you gold. That's worse. Okay. Oh, another invulnerability one. Cool. So because I slow time, it literally doesn't remove his shield. That's how slow it makes the time. It's kind of weird. Actually, it's not true. It doesn't actually slow time. It freezes time. Or it slows it to like really, really, really slow. So it's basically like it freezes time. Oh. Okay, can't do that. Alright, let's do this. Come on. That was weird. Did I accidentally trigger the ability again? I think I must have, because otherwise it lasted twice as long as normal. Oof. A little bit too many of these foggers. What do we have this way? We could go sewers. I think I want to go Osphary instead. Alright, so I can manipulate this with my mouse now, which is new. And for some reason your mouse like returns to the center of the screen most of the time. Or like at least the middle of the screen. So like the trick is to not even touch your mouse when you go into this menu. It's just like, I don't know. I wish they would make the keyboard support a little bit better, like keyboard and mouse. Because it's kind of dumb. And for example, you can't like do the look up and look down. You can only do that on controllers. It's not even like, you can't even like key bind it on your mouse. Let's see, is it under here, I guess? Like there's no like look up, look down. Nothing. Really, I don't understand that. I mean, I guess if I wanted to really try hard this game, I would play on a controller. Since reaction speed is faster on a controller, I think. And you don't really need to aim. Alright, I need to be careful though. Christ. I won't take any after the boss, I think. Oh man, my voice is already disappearing. Jesus. Colorless items are fine if they're things like shields and stuff like that. But we're not even running those in the first place, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we should probably take the teleporter, save a little bit of time. Let's see. Yeah, we only need this area. I think we've killed everything. Yeah, I don't want to go through traps. What? I'm not stupid. I mean, maybe that's questionable or up to debate. Oh, up for debate? I think it's up for debate, right? I don't know. I'm not English as a native, so you know. Okay. Nothing. We're gonna go Osprey. Jesus. Okay. I haven't done a lot of talking, so that's why my voice is already disappearing. I'll try my best to not have lost my voice by the end of this. But yeah, we're gonna go Osprey. So since this is +5, it means that we don't what's it called? We don't have the collector here. If we did find a blueprint, as soon as we passed over this threshold right here, it would consider it like collected. You just can't invest any points into it, which is a little bit annoying. They didn't have to remove him, like, right there. Like, there's a reason why he's not there, but they could have just, like, done that later. I don't know. Okay. Okay, we have to be kind of careful here. I'm just gonna cheese it. It's okay, I'm allowed. There we go. Okay. I think we missed something down here. Nope. Yeah, it's interesting. The shield guys, they won't let you pierce them even if you have the piercing trait on. Nope. We might actually end up sticking with this necklace for a while. Alright, there's 30. Alright, 15 more. Maybe I should have done a different kind of timer so we could see how long I've actually been running for. 1 second. Oh, I can't leave this. Alright, whatever. I was gonna look at, yeah, my necklace's health. Okay. If I change necklace, I'll have to be aware of that, I guess. These obelisks will sometimes really screw you over. I've had some very devious setups where like there's like 2 obelisks in a way where you can't like kill one without killing the other one. Also, another thing, you see how like when we use our temporal distortion, it electrocutes nearby enemies? That works on freaking gold doors. If you kill these, you get cursed, like 20 to 50 curses, which is just like, yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's just like, I don't know. That's like one of the things that I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like that. Because it will really screw you over. You accidentally destroy a door and then suddenly you have to kill 50 enemies to get rid of the curse. That sort of thing. I'm gonna skip that elite enemy for just a second. Okay, there's a 60. Now we just need to survive. There we go. Cool. So you see, this guy has like a line that races from the ground, which is one of the annoying abilities. I think the worst one is definitely the turret or the 2 invincibility spheres or whatever you want to call them. Another cursed chest? Screw it. We're only taking these up until the first boss. I get a little bit concerned when there's like no enemies. I don't know if you notice it there, but it actually, instead of targeting the closest enemy, it targeted the big experiment guy. The guy with like the, I don't know what that is, like a screwdriver on his hand? Like, yeah, what the hell do you even call it? But yeah, it targeted that guy instead of the closest enemy. This has Malaise on it. So that's a nice thing about Malaise, is that it also infects food. You know, because, you know, you thought you could count on food, you can't. Well, some of the time, but not all the time. So you go from like always picking up food as soon as you see it, or, you know, leaving it if you don't need it, to suddenly you're like, you have to stop and look at the food. I don't know, like, you know, that's an okay like development in terms of like game mechanics, but it does screw with you in the beginning. You're suddenly like, oh shit, I got a ton of Malaise now because I ate a bunch of food. This doesn't have any good stats, but we get 1% more damage reduction. Wow, 1%? Wow, great, awesome. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. 1% has literally never saved me. This stage is, God, there's always like so much backtracking. We have to go this way, up here as well. Yeah. A lot of backtracking. I mean, you don't have to backtrack, but if you're... Yeah, I think it's a drill. I don't know. I don't know why I call it a screwdriver. But yeah, there's a lot of backtracking in this level. It's not as bad as the Caverns, though. Caverns really confusing. Yeah, I guess it is a drill. I don't know why he has a drill, because he doesn't use it. Like, if you look at his, like... Oh, shit. His, like, attack pattern has nothing to do with the drill. He just slams it. See if we can get him up here. Oh, we killed him. Oops. He jumps, and then, like, tries to slam the floor. Maybe I shouldn't keep screwing around with this. Yeah, they're kind of like big daddies, I guess. Just like not very intimidating. It's weird because they only spawn on +4 and +5. But they're not really that difficult to fight, I think. Some of like the standard enemies are a lot harder. Another cursed chest? Fuck it. It would be fun to absolutely demolish the first boss, which we can totally do since we have a turret with us. Got like a 6-second kill on the boss or something. I'm scared of the friggin' shield guys, because I can't immediately kill him. And that scares me. Alright, there's the bridge. And now we begin backtracking. Let's go this way. God, there's so many of these rocks here. I don't know why they give you that many, because you literally never need gold. Unless you're like trying to reforge an item over and over. Cough syrup. Sure. That's kind of interesting, by the way. Like, so we got this thing, like we've got a meter above our health bar, the Malaise bar or whatever it's called. And it's kind of interesting. You can heal it with cough syrup. Like, what is the Malaise then? Is it just like, I don't know, like common cold or something? Because like the whole reason why all these enemies are so screwed up is because they've got the Malaise. So it's kind of weird how like cough syrup can heal it. I'll be honest, I don't really understand that. Oh. I did a dodge roll, so I got stunned when I landed. Which is weird, because you would think that if you land from a height, if you dodge roll, you would not get stunned. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Level 9. I think I like this one the most. I mean, we don't have full health right now, but it's really good. Yeah, I don't know if it is, to be honest, if it's a criticism to that. It's weird though, because on all of the difficulties, you never really have to worry about, or you always have to worry about how much gold you have. And then on +5, it's like, gold? I don't need any more of that. I've got millions already. Shit, let's see. No, I think ours is still better. -25. God, my voice is wrecked. Almost didn't dodge that guy. Our turret is so strong, it just one-shots the guys. You can also see, since we have the necklace that drops us gold as well as cells, we never really need any gold, because you get 3 times more cells on +5 and +4, and because I'm also running a mod that increases cells on longer runs, we just get like an insane amount of gold. But even then, it's like, you don't even really need that much gold. It's kind of weird. Oh, yeah, maybe. Oop. Hey, it's not got Malaise. Wow, that's the first. Oh, let's see if we can block this. Nope. So you can't block it when it's like straight down. But if it's like sideways, you can actually block those. Let's just upgrade that. There's really no point in upgrading shields. Like the little bit extra parry damage is not really worth it. So that's like the last thing I'll upgrade if I can avoid it. Something that is kind of weird is that, I don't know if you noticed, but that item was level 7. We've got a level 8 item, and they had the same kind of damage, or the same kind of, not damage, the same stats. So even though they're different levels, they really aren't different at all. Which I don't understand. I see. Oh, level 9. I think we want this one. Do we have anything that... No. You know what, let's reroll. I don't like any of these. We'll re-roll the trades later. Like, it's level 9, which is really strong, but I'd want it to have the minus 25% damage taken. Let's see. I think we've explored everything. Oh, no, we're missing here. Oh man, my voice is really, it's really leaving. It'll be out of here in a moment. It's like, see ya guys. Ah, Jesus. I should probably try to stream some more so I can keep my voice in shape. Okay. Yeah, we're completely sure we've got everything. Yep, okay. Let's go fuck up boss. We've got 22 tactics. I've had one time where I got a bunch of like cursed chests and like portals and stuff like that. Challenge rooms, I mean. And I ended up having like 24 tactics on the first boss, which is kind of nutty. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna mess with these because I'm gonna go re-roll the traits on the turret, and if we can't get a good trait, I'm gonna go get the other turret and do the same thing again. Oh. Yeah. Wait, no. No. See, now it's getting expensive. We're gonna go swap to the other one and try again. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Swap this with that. I think. I'm not gonna sell it just in case that I swapped the wrong freaking turret. One thing I don't really like is that you've got an incremental cost on retrading items. So you see it says 14.8. Now it's 22. Oh, that's that could be really good. Yeah, I like that. It has a double synergy, potentially. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die, and then increase damage to frozen. And generates a toxic cloud around the trap, and then increase damage to poison. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So maybe it's not true that we have more gold than we know what to do with. But that's probably more due to the fact that the upgrade system or the reroll trait system is just kind of, it's ridiculous. Like it shouldn't just keep costing more and more, I think. Alright, whatever. Let's go fuck up the boss. If we get a no-hit on the boss, which we should, I'll show you something else that I think is kind of bad game design. Ah, Jesus. My voice is just incredibly gone right now. Man, that was super hard. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That's the fun about a build like this. It's just completely broken. Alright, so it'll give us a legendary item. But if we compare these two, not only is it lower level, but it also only has 1 tactics, which means we're going to have a significant drop in damage. We can't increase the level, and we can't increase the rank. So this L is probably L for loser, whereas S is probably S for fucking superior. Yeah. It's like, this is, legendary items are supposed to be really good, and it's worse than an S trait that I got from the previous stage than the boss. I think that's bad design. Like, basically all legendary items are worthless when you get S ranked items. Like, they'll tell you that, oh, they have better stats and stuff like that, but they don't. Also, you can see we've completely maxed out here, so we got a 100% drop chance on S quality. We don't need to mess with any of this. Alright. Onwards. We want to hit the cavern, so... Oh, that's funny, we don't need to heal. We're gonna hit the cavern, so we're going through slumbering. Slumbering kind of screws me up sometimes. I'm hoping that doesn't happen today. I'm just not gonna take any curse chests. And I'm probably gonna start putting points into health, because we're gonna start to need it. Having 3.6 thousand health is not enough. Far from it. But the thing is, like, normally you would just do a super lopsided build. I'm not gonna do that, because they're just like, there's some boss fights, like the Hand of the King and the last boss, where having what's it called? Let's see, this one. We're having fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, having like crazy damage isn't really worth it, because there's a damage cap on bosses. You could do mods to remove the damage cap, which I've thought about doing, but I don't have that yet, so having more health is more important. The damage cap is really dumb. That's another decision that I don't like. It's like, why would you allow players to become super crazy strong and then not allow them to actually use that against bosses? I think it's a bad decision. This video should be titled, Things I Don't Like About Dead Cells. Like, I've thought about trying to do a review of the game. It would just come off as really bitter, I think. I don't think people would like watching it. Burn, yeah. See, this does minus 9% damage received. Okay, we got one of these here. That's good if we ever need it. Okay. Nope. Oh, I need to... Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I need to go down there. We're trying to go for the kill 60 enemies without getting hit on every stage. Since the items you get from the closed doors, or the challenge doors there, are usually a lot better than what you can get on the stages. I know I said I'm gonna put points into health. And I want to get at least 25 tactics if I can. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So since we have we have this thing that increases damage if we are close to deployed skill, which is our turret. And we've got this thing that increases damage if we're far enough away from enemies. And then this thing also increases your damage by 15%. So if we put down the turret and then back away, we just do an insane amount of damage. Invisible after 5 seconds while attacking. The first invisible attack inflicts 150% damage. It's a really, really good trait on necklaces. Especially if you're just trying to avoid everything. But we don't need it. Yep. The auto crawl is screwing me again. Actually, I really like this this stage. It has a really nice gimmick. Right, these are probably one of the worst enemies too. I know I said the guys with the hand for a face are the worst, but the demons are actually the fucking worst. Because they always hit you. They're just kind of nutty. Their projectiles are way too fast and they can just push them out way too fast. Like, by the time you reflect one of their projectiles, they'll have sent out another one. It's a little bit dumb. I've already been there. Also, we lost our streak, which kind of sucks. We'll be able to get it back. Also, they can detect you through stages, or through floors, I mean, and ceilings, which is really annoying. Ow. See, that's why we want more health. He punched me once and took off half my health. Ow, stop, please. Okay, why did that not work? Normally you can push the bombs away when you do that, but game's like, no. Game's like, no you didn't. I didn't see that. What are you talking about? Alright, we're putting this into health. This gives the most. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's gonna get me killed on this stage. Because it has 3 of the worst enemies in the game. It has the big guy that pulls you through floors. It has the demons that fly through floors and shoot really fast. And it has I've got a hand for a face who shoot through floors. So it's like just a combo of all the worst enemies in the game. Really unpleasant stage. I mean, it's cool, but it's also kind of whack on +5. And it's got way too much defenders too, or too many defenders, I should say. The defenders make every other enemy around them invulnerable, which is really annoying. Oh, come on. We might not get the kill 60 without getting hit. Or whatever. Oh, did you see that? He just fired straight down instead of hitting the enemy in front of me. Because there was a bird below the fucking floor. So whack. And I can't control where it shoots, so I'm completely at the mercy of, you know, of the skill. I just click and it decides where we fire. Magic missile. More like, I don't know, I can't actually come up with a funny name. I'm sorry. Crappy missile. I mean, it's pretty good, let's be honest, it's pretty good, but it has some flaws. It's basically the game in a nutshell, I guess. Pretty good game, it has some flaws. And like the thing is, like all the things that I'm complaining about, you probably won't notice them until you start playing on higher difficulties. So it just sounds like I'm just complaining. Alright, there's the cavern, that's where we're going. I want to go through the entire stage, because there might be upgrades and shit like that, so. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, elite. And it had to be that kind of elite. Cool. Oh, really cool. Awesome. Great. Yep. Jesus. We had no right surviving that. Or, I mean, going through that without getting hit, I mean. What? Oh, did you see that? I just got hit by nothing. Wow, okay. That's the kind of game we're playing, I guess. That's pretty shitty. I just jumped through the air and got hit by literally nothing. Like the fucking ghost of a fart or something, probably. Goddamn, we were pretty close to. We had like 45 or something. Yeah, we probably won't get the 60 kills thing. That's a shame. We're getting screwed over a little bit. Alright, so when you see a corridor like that, where there's two spikes right there, it means there are gonna be spikes at the bottom. I know this because I've fucking encountered this room way too much. Yeah, what did I tell you? There's a platform right here, but if you go to the sides, you just slam straight into spikes and get yourself killed. It's killed me, I think, probably 4 times before I figured out that, oh right, that's what those spikes mean. Yeah. It's probably user error, but, you know, still. Oh, cool. This is another thing. Look at the camera. What the hell? Like, it focuses the camera, like it zooms in and focuses on the chest. What the heck? Ah, oh, I didn't even see that guy. And he hit me again. Christ. I totally didn't see that guy. I'm gonna heal just as a precaution. I forgot we also had the 50% more damage when we were at max health, which is pretty significant. I just can't seem to stay at max health apparently. Oh. Infantry bow. Worthless. I mean, it's a good weapon, but yeah. Worthless for this kind of run. Okay, more into health. We've got 6,000, still really low. I would like to get to 15, 20 by the time we get to the Astro Lab. Where's the guy? There's a... There's a defender somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oof. Okay. We're gonna put this into damage. I think I do want at least 25 tactics, so. Alright, I think we got everything. Let me actually use the normal map. Alright, we got everything. We're going to the cavern. Hopefully we can at least beat the giant. Beat the giant. Because I kind of need his costume. Yeah, we didn't get it. That's a shame. I don't know if you noticed, but there was only a kill 60 without getting hit challenge door and not a time door. So it's actually more worthwhile to go through and try to kill things without getting hit than it is to try and do the time doors. Because they both give you selection of 3 items and 20 cells. So you get a lot less cells for trying to do a speedrun. Which in the past it used to be the other way around. Wait, is that already the Garland key? Wow, okay. I was immediately in the beginning. Normally you have to look quite hard to find that. So we just picked up the Garland key. You can see it above my cells. Oh shit. It's needed if you want to get the what's it called? It's needed if you want to get the festive costume. You can only get the festive costume on +4 and above. God, this stage is just horrible. Jesus. I feel like when I watch like good players play this game, they actually play fairly slow and like methodical, whereas I'm just gonna like jump into a room without knowing what to expect, which is really bad. It's like that's a bad way to play the game, I think, especially when like things can two-shot you. Alright, we're getting there in terms of health. We still need a few more in there. I think it's like 6 support, 6 brutality probably. Oh, Jesus. Another thing, by the way, like the items you pick up, like the gems and stuff like that, they're worth a lot more on higher difficulties too. But it's to offset the fact that you get higher level items, and higher level items are more expensive and cost more to upgrade. I should drop down my turret a lot more. It basically increases my damage by a lot more. Like 15 plus, what, 16,000? 15% plus 16,000? Yeah, that's fine. It's a lot more damage. Almost 1,000 more. Oh yeah, I forgot. This stage has bombs. It's the only stage that has these bombs, and they're really annoying, like extremely annoying. They like pull you in. What? What just hit me? Oh my god. Man, I think I got hit by like the freaking trap that it leaves behind when it dies. God damn it. They're so annoying. Like that's why they're my least favorite enemy, just because they're just like, they just ruin your runs. Look how devious that is. You can roll through a tunnel, but you can't do it without setting off the trap. That's just like, it's so mean. Ooh, that is a lot better. If we had Wave of Denial, we could actually remove the things he makes tumble down from the ceiling. Oh, what the hell? You see that? It just fell through. I think I want to go here first. Oh, I jumped right into it. Okay. And upwards. Yeah, you can see we need a little bit more damage. Because we need to hit these guys quite a few times to kill them. Why would he turn around like that? That's so annoying. And we got a thing above us that we can't even see, which is shooting down at us. You can see we're doing almost 12,000 DPS with missiles, according to this. It obviously does a little bit more because it shoots a grenade. I would like to find one with better stats, but it's still, you know, it's still pretty good. Like the fact that they can shoot at you when they can't even, like, you can't even see them on the screen. I don't like that. It's like, almost hit that. I don't like that. It's really annoying. Like I had one time where I had a curse and I was in a store, and it shot me through the floor, like the actual fucking floor of the store where you're supposed to think that you're safe. You know. That's a good necklace, but not what we need. Okay. I don't really want to compromise on damage. You know, we do need health, but we also don't want to get rid of damage. Thought I timed that correctly, but I didn't. Oop. It is interesting, like when you slow time like that, if you walk into the projectiles, you still take damage. And it seems like, I'm not 100% sure, but it, god damn it, I need to heal. It seems like, what's the word? It seems like that, if they're like charging an attack, it's the same thing. So if you touch them while they're charging an attack, it's like they hit you, even though they don't, because their attack isn't finished charging. Did he just hit me behind him? Man, this game. And it's infected, of course. Awesome. Yeah, no. That is just like the worst decision we could do. Normally when there's like a cursed chest and I'm not sure if I want to grab it, I look at like what kind of kill streak I have without getting hit. and we just had a kill streak of 2, which is not worth it. So, you know, that's an indicator that you probably shouldn't take it. Also, you can turn on the ability to see your kill streak right here. Display the number of enemies killed without being hit. Otherwise, it doesn't show it to you. I think it's pretty useful though. Health or damage health. Okay, we're 9,000. A lot better. It's a lot better. Come on, come on. There we go. We could kill the enemies a lot faster if we had a wave of denial on us, but we don't. Oof, almost hit that. Ah, it still hit me. It still hit me. Their projectile is just crazy fast. Oh my god. That is just a fucking bad room. Oh my god. What a horrible room. Level 11. I might need to heal again. I don't know. We'll see. Come on. Oh, it still survived. Wow. I mean, I guess it's a flying enemy. I do know that I don't have to kill all the enemies, but I like to do it. Because I feel like I'm like making myself better, maybe. I'm trying to practice with how I'm killing all the enemies and stuff like that. Plus, I mean, this stage is just fucking crazy. You know, the slumbering sanctuary is pretty hard, but yeah, this stage is just ridiculous. Still a big nope. Like, if it gave 2 tactics, I would have picked it up, but it doesn't. Preferably, we'd like something that gives us 3 tactics, maybe. Ah, why would he? So I don't like that. Like, he can do that attack when he's not looking at you. We're getting low on health. Gonna heal again. Come on, just attract to me. So that's weird, by the way. So like, it won't attract to you if you're getting shot at by a different enemy through the floor. It's like there's a limit to how much bullshit that will happen. So like, I won't attract all of these demons at the same time, but as I kill them, more of them come to me, I guess. There's a little bit of sense in this, but only a little bit. It's a lot of bullshit. Ah, Christ. I knew I should have blocked that. Let's see. No, I don't think it's worth going for that, but I might still do it anyway. So, this is something I should be doing a lot more. Like, shit. I should be checking where I'm going with the head. No, it's worse. birds are just scary. Ah, jeez. This level just has too much of enemies shooting down at you from above. Oof. Oh, this is the garland key. So if you want to get the costume, so you can only get this on +4 and above. But if you want to get the costume, you have to jump up this wall, go up here, and then go along. Oh, there's actually a turret in there. Might be worth getting. Let's try it. It was not. Actually, it has minus 20% damage taken. That's gonna be useful. Because I don't think we'll be able to find any more health. Yeah, probably not. Which is kind of a problem. Oh no. Oh boy. Fuck. Jesus. Oh my god, okay. Like a room like that is why you need to have like crazy amounts of damage. But at the same time, you need the health because if one of those hits you, it staggers you for like a second and then they all just pounce on you and kill you. Like having a shield limits how much damage you can take. Like slows it down a little bit, I guess you can say. But you know, they'll still just fuck you off. If they can stun you, they'll just kill you. Nope, ours is better for the next boss. Yeah, we got 95% of projectile damage absorbed when held up. That is really solid. We're gonna need that on the giant probably. We'll see. Like if I can kill him fast enough, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we might need it. We'll see. Ah, Christ, what am I doing? Just took a lot of unnecessary hits there. I really need to use my turret more. It's a little bit annoying that, so like I'm mostly running the turret for boss fights. Oh, God damn it. I'm mostly running the turret for boss fights. And for, you know, it's not bad for enemies like this, but Wave of Denial is a lot stronger than the turret when it comes to killing normal enemies. So, you know, it's like you have to either gimp your fight against a boss or gimp your fight against the enemies, or the normal enemies. Alright, we got some more health. We're at almost 11. Still not really high enough. Ooh, well damn. Yeah, this one. Pierces all enemies, I like that. I'm just gonna play it on the safe side and heal up. We have essentially 2 more heals left because there's 1 in the store if we really need it. We shouldn't need it though, so. The weapon we're running, by the way, the magic missile, is really powerful against the giant. Almost like ridiculously powerful against the giant. Yeah, we have the same problem as before. We need the absorb projectile thing, so we're gonna not pick that up. Because it has the pierce element on it. And because it can pierce, you can do damage while you're injuring the boss. So you're like... Ah, jeez, I'm like... hiccuping a lot. So you have to like... God damn it. From above again. Every single time, I swear. Come on. Trigger. Can you at least hit me? Fuck, whatever. So, the giant, you have to injure his hands in order to... That's a lot of demons. It still hit me. Cool. You have to injure his hands in order to make his eye pop out. I don't know why it's his eye. It just is. In order to make his eye pop out, you have to injure his hand. And then, when his eye is out, you can stand on his hand and shoot the eye. Or damage it, whatever. Okay, we're getting there in terms of health. And then, once you're hitting his eye, you can shoot through the eye and hit the other hand. So as soon as the eye goes back in, you trigger the other eye, and then you just keep going like that, and it's basically an endless cycle of damage. I'm gonna see what weapons we can get. I don't think we'll be able to get any better. Oh, actually, no, we will. Arrow in front, arrow upward. I'm gonna buy this and then do this. See if we can get one that's better. Arrow in front is really strong. We basically want arrow in front and pierce target. Oh, yeah, this one. This has a synergy with itself, so it's gonna be really good. I mean, we won't really see it on the boss, but on trash enemies, it's really solid. So basically, like, you kill one enemy, freeze everyone around him, and then you do extra damage, almost 200% extra damage to the frozen enemies, which is a little bit ridiculous. I don't know how long I've been streaming, by the way, but we'll basically just go until we get to the Astrolab and the boss. If we don't, you know, who cares? If we die on a giant, who cares? I'm mostly just streaming because I felt like streaming. I feel like I'm pretty confident against this guy. Like, I've already beaten him on +5. I just hadn't beaten him on +3, I think. One of the pluses. So I got his +4 costume. Actually, so I got his +3 on +4, and I got his +4 costume on +5. So now I have to beat him again on +5 to get his +5 costume. If that makes any sense whatsoever. That's kind of an interesting conversation there. Alright, here's what I'm talking about. This is why this is ridiculous. So see, now his other eye is out and we hurt that hand. Oh, it actually glitched out. That's weird. We destroyed the hand, but he did nothing. Alright. Oh, shit. Come on. No. Yee. What's it doing? Alright. God. I can't even keep up with this. Fuck. The fucking turret is still shooting. GG turret. That's for sure. This game is pretty funny though. Oh, it stopped shooting. Alright, there's the +5 one. Frustrated Giant's outfit. Again, the weird thing where we get a lower level item than the previous stage dropped. Don't really understand why, but whatever. Lower level turret too. God, the turret really came through on this one. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying though, like the turrets are just like amazing on bosses. Maybe not Hand of the King, but like all the other bosses, totally amazing. Like, I was literally destroying the hand so fast that the eye kept popping out the other side than where I was fighting. Also, I didn't get an achievement there because when you do a modded run, it doesn't give you any achievements. Which is kind of a shame. Also, some custom runs don't give you achievements either, depending on what settings you have. Because I feel like, you know, even if, you know, I'd had like normal +5 on, it wouldn't have changed the fact that I was completely decimating the guy, because he wouldn't have more health. That's like, the amount of health he has is the same as normal +5. It's just the fact that I probably wouldn't have gotten to the fucking giant in the first place if it had been normal +5. That's the only thing. But I only need no hit on 3 bosses, so last boss, giant, and Watcher for some reason. Even though the Watcher's been in the game for ages, I just can't seem to fucking kill him. These are lower level than what we have. Oh, this stage has so many annoying enemies too. It has the demons. It has the lancers. It has the hook you in and fuck you up guys. Okay, I want this necklace. It's more damage. Less health though, so we're gonna need to put points into health soon. It also has the flying guys that are for some reason called bombers. You know, they don't really bomb anything. They're fucking annoying, but they don't bomb anything. Oh, speaking of health, here we go. It's pretty good timing, I guess. I forgot to mention, by the way, on +5, and I guess normally on +4 as well, enemies will teleport to you, which is really annoying. I mean, sometimes you can use it to your advantage, but yeah, a lot of the time it's just very annoying. I don't know how to get up there. I'm just gonna go through here first. Normally I would clear out everything and then go through, but I've been doing it the other way around for a while, and actually it's a little bit better. Ooh, look at that. That is fortunate. We get a straight line to the fucking mini boss. That was a hard fight. GG. Like, that's the thing though, like this game is like, it's absolutely ridiculous if you stack into damage. Which is, you know, if you look at people beating +5 like legitimately, they do the same thing where they stack into damage, and it's ridiculous. The difficulty comes from the fact that if an enemy fucking touches you, you're dead. So, because you're running a lopsided build like that. I guess that's why they're called bombers, maybe, because they slam down like that. So I don't know. Are they even called bombers? Who knows? No, they're not bombardiers. I know that much at least. I think they're called bombers. Or bombers. Oh. That's a cool ledge to crawl up onto. Wait, look at this. We come out of the time freeze and immediately have another time freeze available. Well, almost anyway. God. I don't like small rooms like that when there's a lot of enemies, because they'll teleport to you, and then a small room becomes a tomb. End it. Alright. The sound even kind of screws up because you're doing so much damage, and you're slowing down the time, and doing a lot of things that should normally have a sound, but you're firing them too fast, and so on. 1 second. Run out of soda, so now I need to drink some water instead. God, my vocal cords are fucking shredded. Vocals cords. I don't know why I'm like screwing up my speech too, like I've got a fucking speech impediment or something. What was that? I don't know what that was, but please stop it. Alright, more health. Good. 15. We want to get to 20, hopefully. Let's see, is red the... Yeah, red is the last one I need. I'm gonna heal as a precaution. Why is it shooting up instead of down? I don't get that. Apparently the Lancer's a bigger threat than the goddamn Arbiter? Are you serious? Go down? Whoa. The reason why I jump back up again is because you have to jump up to jump down, if that makes any sense. It's one of the things I don't really like about the platforming. Like, it's a game built around platforming, and it's just got, like, some of the wackiest platforming ever. A fucking demon joined me. What the heck? Did you see that? I didn't even know they were allowed to do that. That's fucked. He's just like, hey, can I join the party? No. Please fuck off. Holy fuck. Alright, we basically have all the keys now. We don't need to kill everything else, and I probably won't, to be honest. I kind of don't like this stage. We could just go straight to the boss. I'm gonna look around. Yeah, I'm gonna look around. We don't need the absorb projectiles anymore. So if I find a better shield, I'll pick it up. Generates a shield. I don't think that's worth it. Maybe it is. I mean, the difference here is that one decreases damage by 10% and the other is 9, but it gives you a shield. I'm gonna take the shield instead. I think it's a better decision. We're gonna put into health again. Boop. Should pierce all memories. No, ours is better. The level doesn't really matter on the temporal distortion or the shield. The traits are more important, I think. God, I'm like, I have a lot of hiccups right now. Jesus. Maybe it's the type of soda I was drinking. Oh yes! Oh my god. I've been waiting to get that for ages. Now we definitely cannot die. That's the last mutation I need. Holy shit. Well, that is very lucky. God. Oh god. Please stop. Oh shit. What is with this cursed hallway? Holy fuck. Alright. Jesus Christ. By the way, we have 2.7 thousand cells that we can't spend on anything because they don't allow you to spend them. God, what the heck? I could use them on the costume that I unlocked, on the mutation I unlocked, you know? Game's like, no you can't. It's because it's +5. And we need the collector to be gone, even though it doesn't really need to disappear until later on, but whatever. Yep, cool, awesome. More health. I think that's my problem. Like, I fought the last boss once and I didn't have a lot of health. and I think that's what kind of got me. Because I had no idea what his moveset was. I kind of went in there thinking that maybe I had a chance, but he absolutely decimated me. And that guy, like, I think he heals at least once. So he's like a lot. There's a lot longer of a boss fight than other bosses. I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's the last boss, but still, it is a little bit hard to get used to. Oh, I have to go through there. I'm gonna get this guy through first. Boop, 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 boop. I forgot that guy can hit through walls. Alright, there's 60. Cool. We might actually be able to upgrade our weapon, maybe? We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. Dun, 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 dun. I really like the music in this game. That's one of the probably the better parts of the game. There's a chance we might get a higher level. Yeah, just kidding. No. I thought there might be a chance we got a higher level turret, but no. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so the only way we can go is over here. Dun, 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 dun. The push with the shield works sometimes, and I'm not really sure what makes it work and what doesn't make it work. Come on. Like, it's some kind of weird distance you have to be to it. Bam, 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 bam. This room is fucking messed up. Don't need that. Okay. Come on. Thank you, turret. Turret coming through with the assist. Nope. So that's interesting. That's the thing I was talking about earlier, by the way. That was level 10. We gave up a level 11 for our level 9 ability, because it had a better trade. And the level 10 and level 11 versions of that ability do exactly the same thing. There's like no difference. I'm not really sure how the levels are supposed to work, because there are just some levels that really don't change anything, and I don't fully understand it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, maybe that was a better... No, actually no, it wasn't. Less damage. I was gonna say for a second maybe that was a better turret, but it wasn't. Like, it had the minus 25% damage received, but we need the damage on the turret and not the stats. I mean, honestly, obviously the stats are important, but the turret damage itself is more important. Oh, Jesus. There are significantly more enemies in the stages on +5. So it's like, not only do you normally not have any heals, you also have to deal with the Malaise, teleporting enemies, stronger enemy types, and just overall more enemies on all stages. It's just like, it's a little bit much. A little bit much. Wait. How do you get down there, by the way? There's enemies below us, I think. Yeah. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, it's not worth it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. That one has minus 25 too. Damn. Oh, so funny story. You need the Moonflower key for these, and I thought I didn't have the mutation that's behind the last door, and it's a huge pain in the ass to go through and get all keys, because you have to look for them and all that stuff. And I went through and did it, and then at the end there's just like a normal item. I was like, oh, I apparently already did it. Cool, great, what a waste of time. I spent like fucking an hour and a half on that. Just for something I already had. I could have easily checked if I had the mutation already. But I didn't. Because I'm a smart person. Okay. Better shield. Worse necklace. Oh, my dog's making noise. Worse. Worse. Better. Yeah. It's more reflect damage, I guess. Or fucking parry damage. And it has to minus 95%. Okay, cool. I have to get used to using the shield a lot more though. Boop. Instinct of the Master of Arms. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. Don't really want to mess around with the retrade because it'll get too expensive and then I'll end up with some kind of shit trade on it. Okay, hopefully we can burn the guy really fast. Because I'm really bad at his attack pattern. Because he's got like a really strange timing, I think. Alright. Come on. Do, hit that, hit that. Ah, that's right. We need to go behind him. Yeah. Because he's... Oh my god, did you see how much damage he just fucking did? Cray. Jesus, okay. Turret did all the work there. Fuck me, dude. What the heck am I doing? Huh? Why is it shooting downwards? What the fuck? Alright. I forgot you have to be behind him because he has a fucking anti-range shield. You know, seriously, anti-range? How about anti-go fuck yourself? Oh god. Gonna heal again. Just gonna take it really fucking carefully because I don't wanna fucking have to waste all my time at least when I get this far, you know? I shouldn't have used that. That was a really bad idea. Ah. Yeah, I hate his timing. His timing is... How did he manage to turn there? That's screwed up. You know, I've actually no-hit this guy. But yeah, not on this difficulty. Holy fuck. I kind of panicked in the beginning because I was like, I don't do any damage. I just forgot he had a fucking anti-range shield. Because, you know, why not? They force you to use fucking range weapons because everything else is garbage. And then you use range weapons and they're like bad. Like, very conflicting game design. They punish you for the thing they force you to do. There's a reason why people run fucking melee weapons as a challenge, you know? Like, melee weapons are fine on lower difficulties, but... yeah, not on higher difficulties, fuck that. The whole point is not to get hit on higher difficulties. Can't really do that when you're running a fucking melee weapon. Okay. Astro Lab. God, I'd like to know how long I've been going. Does it say? Oh, almost 2 hours. Okay. Wow. So the 1 hour 10 minute is very far off. How did that hit me? We got too low damage. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm a little concerned about it though. I like how he just like jumped off by himself there. Alright, so in the Astro Lab we have to find the Allen, what's it called? Allen key and elevator key. And these guys drop, this guy drops the Allen key I think. Yep. Allen key. I thought it was like Allen as in the name Allen. I wonder what Allen with two L's and an E means. This stage actually has like these guys who are, they're actually a lot easier to fight than the normal defenders because they only defend one enemy. I don't really understand it. Like, this guy's like the guy carrying the fucking dummy. He's only available on this stage. I don't get it. What's up with that? Okay, we need to upgrade the turret. Same level, crap. That was the wrong button I pressed. I normally have my slow time on the Q, so I press Q and drop the turret instead of slow time. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten hit there. See, I don't understand why it would target the guy with the shield and not the guy shielding. Also, the shield we get from using the slow time is really bad. Oh god, it almost pushed me off. Please don't do that. See, also I need an item from the guy carrying the dummy and from the Magistrate of Death, which is the floating guy with the book. There's no way I'm bringing a fucking Hunter's Grenade all the way to the stage, so yeah. So I just had to get lucky, I guess. God, could you imagine bringing a fucking Hunter's Grenade from fucking level 1 all the way to the stage? Yeah, it would be dumb. But yeah, these guys right there. That's the one I need the ability from. I think it's an ability, or maybe it's a... No, it's a shield, I think, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, so I need a shield from those guys, and I need a... Wait, no. Wait, hold on. No, I need the shield from the guy that carried the dummy, and I need a weapon from the Magistrate of Death. That's how it is. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. I mean, they have like a fucking 0.4% chance to drop, because, you know, this game's content is basically just grinding, so... God, if this game didn't have grindy blueprints, it would have no content. Which is really sad. And the whole end game is basically grinding for like 50 hours. Just so you can attempt harder difficulties. And then you attempt harder difficulties, you're like, wow, this is cancer, cool. Like, did you know, like, I think it's like 0.7% of the entire player base has the achievement for going to the Astro Lab or something like that. Like 0.7%. You know, they've made one level that less than 1% of the player base fucking has played, you know. It's like so fucking stupid. That says a lot, I think. Oh, the guy just fell through the floor. Cool. Wow, that's good. I like that. That's a good one. We get health and we get the same amount of tactics. That's worth it. Now we can start putting points into tactics again if we see it. Alright, this guy is gonna give us the elevator key. Boop, 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 boop. I think last time I attempted the boss I had 15,000 health. And he would take off, I think, like 40% when he hit me, which is really not very nice. And it's like trying to get used to a boss and you don't have enough health to really tank the hits, you know, so it's like, what the fuck do you do? The guys that slam down like that, I don't understand how their hitbox works. Like, and that's something with this game, like, there are a lot of enemies that have really, really messed up hitboxes. Like, they'll hit you when you're in the air with a fucking melee attack from, like, miles away, even though their sword or whatever they use doesn't touch you. Yeah, so it's like, you can't really trust what you see. Like, the visual feedback on, oh, this ability, it hits this far because the sword is this long, you know, that doesn't really count for this game. So you have to learn the game's fucking reach on every enemy, and it's different. Like, that's one of the things I really don't understand. Same level. I don't know why I picked it. I should have gone the other one. Oh, whatever. But yeah, that's one of the things, like, it's really counterintuitive to make something like that, like where you as the player have to learn something that is counterintuitive by saying, oh, this sword actually has a 20% longer reach than the item art, or than the sword the fucking enemy carries, you know. Okay, whew, that was fortunate. I was looking at the map there. Let's see, we have to go down. Do I have everything over here? I do. I could try and get the Apex key, because I do kind of need that. Last time I went to get the Apex key, I died. So maybe I shouldn't. Let me just see if I can at least find where the tower is. So you need something called the Apex key to access the... Where the fuck is the tower then? You need something called the Apex key to access the hidden blueprint at the end of the stage. And it's like just some like random fucking place. Dun, 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 dun. I think this stage has probably the best soundtrack, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, maybe it's over here then. Maybe we'll find it later. It's supposed to be like below. Maybe it's on the other side of the tower over here. Okay. That's a really weird ability this guy does. Sends out like skulls with a lion on them. God, that jump that they do is so annoying. At least make them not invulnerable when they do it. Ah, what? How did I touch that? Whatever. That's just wonky. It is kind of annoying that you can't shoot through people with shields. Like, it's fine if they don't take damage from it, but like, you know, it's just, you can't hit anything behind them. So if you're like fighting an enemy that's like surrounded by, like, you know, one of the defender enemies that's surrounded by a bunch of enemies itself, you can't actually fucking kill the defender, you know, which is really dumb. Because you'll have to like hit it through enemies, and you can't do that unless you have like some kind of AoE ability. Something that's interesting as well, like the Magister of Death can totally see us through the floor, but it can't hit us through the floor. Alright, anyway, this is where we use the Allen key. Oh shit, no, bring it back, bring it back. Ooh, shit. I just saw that guy last second. Let's see if the thing is over here. Okay, I have no idea where the tower is. I'll be honest. I kind of like this kind of design, by the way, where you have to progress up the tower and then you open up the doors that were previously locked. I kind of like that design. Shit. Oh dear God. That did so much damage. Fuck me. If we find another thing that we can put into health, we're doing it. Ah, come on, I was blocking. What is that health bar? Oops. Didn't I actually mean to do that, but whatever. That's a strategy, I guess. Yeah, we might as well bring this guy down. And he jumps. Cool. My head is still stuck on him. That is really weird. Yeah, our damage is kind of on the low side. When you have like 30, you can kind of, you know, decimate the enemies when you hit them. But, oof. Yeah, but not really. Did I not use the ability? Like, come on. I'm clicking the button. It's just not reacting to it. I should wait until it respawns. Oh well. Ah, fuck me, dude. I just walked right into that. It does so much damage. Alright, I'm just gonna heal. I really don't know where the tower is, which is weird. Could they have put it up there, maybe? Like above? Would they do that? Oh, I can roll through here. Nope. Oh, this is where you get the thing where you need the apex key. So like this door, you need the apex key to go through and get that blueprint. But I don't know where the apex tower is. Like, it's usually like below, but I haven't been able to see it. And you have to do like a fucking swan dive to even get to it. Oh, whatever. I'll get it on a different playthrough. I wasn't gonna get it on this one anyway, because that tower just screws me over so bad. Like, I would need, like a different, what's it called? Different, like mutations and stuff to get that. Oh god, I hate these guys. Oh yeah, look at that. The push when you trigger them, it pushes you upwards onto the next fucking platform here. Like what's that about? The push is so annoying. Let's see, we wouldn't even be able to crawl up there. Nope. Damn, I really want it. Just because it's something I don't have. Like, I don't think I would use it, but I just want it. Like, you know, I've got basically all weapons with that. Yeah, I'm missing 2 weapons. 1 melee, 1 ranged, and a shield, I think, at this point. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. We're gonna change our traits, our mutations, I mean. We want disengagement, for sure. And then I think I'll just go with tranquility and support again. See, if we had a melee weapon, it would be good against the boss. Because you have this thing. This thing is ridiculous. But we don't. So, we could go with this. Reduces damage taken for 3 seconds after taking a hit. That might be worth it, actually. I think we'll go support, for sure. Tranquility might be pointless. Because he is very in your face. And I think we'll go vengeance. Yeah. Alright, fingers crossed. I might get my ass handed to me, but, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. And after this fight, I'm gonna end the stream. I mean, we've been going for a fucking long ass time. But I also said I would take my time, so, yeah. I think I killed every enemy in every stage, so, you know, kind of asking for it to take a while. Oh yeah, so this is the alchemist. He's the reason why, you know, the alchemist is gone. I've already lost this guy 1 time, so I've seen his cutscene. He drinks a panacea, which is what has turned us into whatever we are, a chunk of green melty candle wax. But when he uses it, he turns into whatever this is. And basically, he just says, bring me some more cells, and that's his reason for wanting to kill us. Bring him more cells. Basically, what was that, like 3,000 or some shit like that? A lot of cells. And then we have to fight him, because he's like, yeah, be a good sport and bring me some more, I'll send you back. He's gonna kill us to send us back. And this guy is so fucked. Ah, I should have blocked that. Thought I blocked that, I didn't. Fuck you. And now he drinks his fucking panacea. Oh fuck, I forgot about that attack. Stop. Oh my god, stop, please. Ah, fuck. Please stop. Shit. I hate this fucking guy. God damn it, dude. I thought I thought I'm timing the block correctly, but I'm not. Heal again. Ah, fuck, dude. God, I hate this guy so much. Such a huge pain in the ass. And I don't know if he heals another time. He might. He honestly might. Ah, he totally does. Fuck me. I have no more heals. I am so screwed. I am literally fucking screwed, dude. Oh, I need to dodge all those. I have no more heals. Oh, I thought I had my disengagement. I didn't. And he just came out of that stun, just immediately pounced on me. Fuck. Alright. I'll get better at that fight though. I'll beat him eventually. I just have to get the timing down. Ah, fuck. I just ate shit on like some of the stages that I thought I kind of knew. Man, that sucks. That really blows. Oh well. I fucking tried. We're gonna do something real quick. I want some kind of fucking payoff for this. I'm gonna unlock the 2 things I got. We'll check out the new costume before I end the stream. Dun 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 dun. Oh man, that boss fight is really hard. Like, and you can't burn him, which is really sad. We don't want to do that. We'll do +3. Oh, the thing is, the 500 times boss cell thing, you can only activate it. You can only activate it when. Wait, what am I saying? Oh yeah, the 500 times cell thing, you can only activate it when the different difficulty thing is turned off. So that's why I have to do it with the normal settings. But it's okay, I just need to basically beat the first stage and unlock everything. It's kind of ridiculous, this mod, but it's good when you're farming. God, I thought I blocked that. This like really kills your computer, by the way, or your game. The performance is just like fucking ridiculous. But, you know, this is useful if you don't want to fucking spend 200 years farming, you know, 1,000 cells, however much we're gonna need. I think it's 750 for the +5 costume. Oh my god, I can't see anything. It would give me that kind of elite, wouldn't it? Fucking great, dude. I might just fucking kick it here. See, I can't shoot through him. So now we just need to get him away from... Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm just parrying. Come on. There we go. Fuck me, dude. Oh god. We just need to find the exit. I should have put it into health. Or support, I mean. I think there was an exit this way, maybe. I was wrong. At least just give me some kind of ability. There we go. Alright, let's go to the sewers. It doesn't really matter where we go, we just need a fucking exit. Alright, that's probably the best ability we could have picked up. Straight down? Nope. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum dum ba-da-dum dum 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 dum. Yeah, 750. And this one. So it reduces the cooldown of your skills by a certain amount, which would eat each critical hit. And it's colorless, so it just scales with... it just scales with, what's it called? Everything you pick up. I think. Maybe I'm wrong actually. Maybe it doesn't scale with anything. Could be it doesn't scale with anything. Alright, and we restart, check out the costume, and then I'll end the stream. Bam bam battle. Dun, dun, dun. I think maybe I'll try and install like a thing that removes the okay. That removes the I don't like this one. This one's ugly. Wow. This one's probably the coolest giant one. But yeah, I'll probably try and install a mod that removes the damage cap on bosses. Just to make it easier for myself. Because that last boss is just ridiculously hard. Like, that's a lot of stuff you have to memorize. Like, dodge rolling through tornadoes and all that shit. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it. Unfortunately, we didn't beat the guy. I'll probably beat him at some point. And I have to beat him twice to unlock something special, so I might do that. If I beat him, I might try and beat him again. We'll see, though. Thanks for watching. Bye.